There's definitely this question when it comes to Microsoft's first-party output. Even their own games look better and play better on the PlayStation 5. Redfall most recently, and now Ghostwire Tokyo launches exclusively into Game Pass. It's a first party. They own Bethesda, and instead of launching it after 2 years, polishing it, making it the best version possible, it is much worse than what you're seeing here. This is the PlayStation 5 version. Pay attention to just the clarity. The resolution is so high. And more importantly, the effects like the ray tracing and the lights on the streets and in the buildings, the way they bleed through those 3 cones up there. Look at the reflection in the ground there. Brighter, a little bit less, the diffuse lighting all the way through. It just looks so much better. Look at the ray tracing in the puddles as you're walking. It's much more pronounced. And when we get to the Xbox version, everything looks just like it's smeared in, and the crispness of the image just isn't there. The lighting from the buildings doesn't impact you. And here it is. It just doesn't look as good. The ray tracing isn't as pronounced. The lighting isn't as pronounced. The image quality is something I noticed immediately when I downloaded it through Game Pass. I thought to myself, this just does not look even close to what the PlayStation 5 version looks like, let alone all of the features that were added into the PlayStation 5. The DualSense controller, the haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers. The game was built around those features, so everything just looks muted to me. As I walk through the streets here, take a look at that reflection in the puddle up there, the yellow and the red. You see how it's just sort of like smeared in? You can barely make out what is being reflected. Like for instance, the sign in the PlayStation version, you're able to actually see where that's coming from. It just feels like, for some odd reason, this game just was not optimized for the Xbox. And I'm not sure why this happens, because they had almost 2 years to get this game in a great state. First, better, best on Xbox. Take a look at them side by side here. On the right, the PlayStation 5. On the left, the Xbox Series X. Now look at that ray tracing on the left, and now check out the puddle there. Look at that sign, how clear that is. The clarity of these reflections is astounding, and also the lighting from the building sort of bleeds through the windows into the street, and you don't have that with the Xbox Series X version. And again, just that texture quality, that image quality, it's just not there. Now, can this all be addressed with a patch? I don't know. I'm not a developer. I'm just somebody who knows. Look at the reflections on the PlayStation 5 version. I mean, it's just, I don't know what's going on. There you go on the left, the Xbox version. And then the particle effects on the right, just everything just looks incredible. I'm not a developer, so I don't know about the patch, but here's the question. Why? Why is this consistently happening? First, the medium was much better on the PlayStation 5. Now you've got the issue with Redfall, another first-party game launching with this mystique of they didn't just put their best foot forward again. And then Ghostwire Tokyo, after almost 2 years, instead of getting this big launch into Game Pass, it looks worse, it plays worse. Digital Foundry did the breakdown. I'm not Digital Foundry. They say the frame rate is much, much worse. I don't know. I didn't experience that while I played the game here for this little demonstration, but I definitely can tell you, if you have both systems, it is almost just, you just cannot play it on the Xbox Series X when you have that PlayStation 5 available. It just can't be done. Now, if you don't have the PlayStation 5, you've only got the Xbox Series X, Game Pass, it's still a good game. It doesn't look bad. I'm not saying it looks bad, but when you have both systems, you're left with the question, why? Why did this happen? Why does it seem to consistently happen? Why is it just an afterthought to them to launch a game that's theirs in an amazing state? Especially something like this. They had almost 2 years to polish this game. The mantra of first, better, best on Xbox just seems like a mantra. And if you just say words and they have no meaning, then really what's the point? So if you played this game, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have both versions and you've played them, which is kind of rare, I know, let me know what you think in the comment section below about that. Also, is this a big deal to you? You know, I see people talking about it. I had both versions of the games. I did notice a huge difference between both of them, and I thought I'd make this video. If you liked it, think about hitting that like button. Think about subscribing. Like I said, I noticed this huge difference between both versions, and I don't know why this keeps happening, especially with Microsoft's own first-party games. Let me know what you think again in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.